Hey guys, we're a spectacular trio, and obviously, one person on this is it's very new. Um, Matthew, would you care to introduce yourself? Uh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm new to this, so bear with me.
All right. So yeah, this is Daniel Kilzi. Thank you for coming on.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, sorry, it was a bit complicated, so we just
Yeah.
like threw this together real quick. Sorry about
All
that.
right, cool.
I'm Nolan, and obviously you already know Caleb.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, and that's Matthew. Yeah. So Caleb tells me that you work in construction.
Kind of. I do landscaping, which we do some construction,
Okay.
outdoor stuff, dirt work, grading, fences, decks, stuff like that.
And that's cool. What like kind of projects have you worked on?
Drainage, big drains. So we're starting to do more dirt work than anything now. We predominantly do maintenance for lawns for commercial buildings, commercial properties, big trucking gas stations. If y'all ever seen like a Lowe's or a Pilot or a Flying J, stuff like that. But we've been doing a lot of drainage where we cut big drainage ditches in and tie it back into like Corps of Engineer drains, fences, some decks, some retaining walls, stuff like that.
That's really cool.
It's lots of fun.
Yeah. How has that been since like a lot of the shutdowns and new rules?
We have not stopped. So we're outside and we're a good core group of guys. Nobody really says anything to us, and we don't really have to say anything to anybody to get our work done. So we've actually done really well over last year, and this year hopefully we'll continue down that path.
That is good.
Yeah.
What kind of like do you do it for businesses or people, private organizations? Stuff like
So
that?
predominantly we do commercial. Last year we started jumping out and doing dirt work for residential, dirt work and fencing for residential. This year we've actually acquired a small residential lawn business, and we're going to start maintaining residential properties as well.
That's pretty cool. Yeah, my one of my like best friends from middle school, he does a lot of landscaping as well. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
We actually had him on. I remember-
Did y'all?
Yeah.
It's cool work, man.
Yeah.
You get some exercise, and you get to see what the fruit of your hands, which I think is a big thing in every man's life is to produce fruit, and we have it hardwired in us to make something, do something.
Yeah.
It's definitely enjoyable.
Sorry. I don't want to talk for everything. So Caleb, you got anything? Or-
Yeah. What made you want to start doing this job?
I think it started in 2011. I used to work for a company called Arby's. You ever eaten at Arby's?
Yeah, I love them.
So I used to work for them back in 2008. I left working for them. And in 2011, I found out that they were bidding out the landscaping for all of their stores. And I put a bid in to do it on the side. So I started this part-time on the weekends. I was going to school full-time, working full-time, raising kids full-time, and started doing landscaping for them part-time. And just found that I enjoyed it much more than I did my other job. And ultimately, when the opportunity came up for me to leave my full-time job and just do this full-time, I jumped on it.
That seems good.
Yeah, it was fun. I got to meet my kids, Caleb. I didn't even know who my kids were when I was working for somebody else. I was working 120 hours a week, and I never got to see my family. So now I can work as much as I want, and I can take time off when I need to spend time with them.
You mean the kids that I know, Zach
Yep.
and Lizzie and
Yeah.
Reed?
Yes, sir. Back when they were little. They were itty bitty little things, man. And I knew nothing about them. I just knew that when I got home, I was tired, I was grumpy, and they were annoying. And that's all I knew.
That's part of being a kid.
Yes, sir. Well, how long have y'all been doing this podcast?
How long have we been doing this?
Well, I think we've been doing it since November of last year. Yeah,
Okay.
I think so. Maybe a little before that. But
This
this
would be
is
probably the first or second anniversary of our show.
That's awesome.
not the first.
Congratulations.
It's our first anniversary will be coming up later this year. So
Okay, cool.
our third person used to be Wade, but he stepped down. He no longer wanted to do it anymore.
Okay, I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah. We got Matthew here for the time. So yeah.
What's up, Matthew? You okay?
Yeah, I'm doing all right. How long have you been working for this job?
I started this company part-time in 2011, and I started doing it full-time in 2014. So I guess about 7 years full-time.
Nice.
That sounds really cool.
Yes, sir. It's been good. We got a lot of kids from our church that work with us too in the summers, and we've gotten to be their summer job for 4 years, and now they're out and they're adults, and they've got a good base they can always fall back on what they've learned working here, I hope, if they ever get in trouble. Yeah.
That's really
Like
cool that
Reed.
you're doing that.
Yeah, I like it. They like it.
So do you
Hey, you
think
can always put Reed to work doing it if he's in trouble.
Reed is one of the best weed eaters that I have on the entire team. The adults beg for him to ride with them on
What
their
about
crew.
that?
Zach's actually going to be running a crew this year. We
What?
purchased, like I said, a small residential company, and he was actually with the previous owner today, looking at the properties, and hopefully we'll be starting that up, and he'll be the boss of that crew.
How old is Zach?
17.
He's a little young, isn't he?
It's all right. It's all right. When I was 18, Caleb, I moved. When I was 18, I moved cross country. I moved 1,000 miles away from my mama, and I had my first house built when I was 19. So it's time for him to start. He's supposed to be better than I am as a man. That's
What
my
about
goal.
Hannah? What does she think about it?
I think she's excited. He's not going to quit going to school. He's just going to go to school at night and get his degree while he works full time during the day.
How do you go to school at night?
Oh, brother, I
online?
was working my last job. I literally worked 120 hours a week. If you don't know, there's only 168 hours in a week, and I was working 120 of them. And
Yeah,
I was
I
going to
start
school
my
full-time.
job next week.
I know. I know. I'm excited for you, dude.
Me too.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome. And you're going to be working with Miss Elizabeth. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
Awesome.
I'll be checking in the children into the nursery, and then after it's at 6:59, I'll actually be helping Miss Kim with the 1 and 2-year-olds
Even better. That sounds like fun.
and get paid $8 an hour.
Big money. Now I'm going to start borrowing money from you.
I don't think so, but I try.
Well, good. Good, man.
All right. I'm guessing who Caleb just named off for your kids. I have no idea.
They're sweet children. You gotta meet them one day.
And they're all way much taller than me, except Libby, who's way shorter than everybody.
She's shorter than everyone,
Yeah.
except for me.
I think you're about her height, Caleb. I wouldn't bet.
Nah,
I
I'm
think
like 4 foot.
I think she's like 4 foot. I don't know, 4'5", 4'6". She's
Yeah.
not very tall either.
That's how tall I am.
I'm
Yeah.
4'4".
Yeah, she's gorgeous too, man. She's a good kid. She's actually working on her nursing. She's trying to get into the nursing program this year as a high school senior, and she's taking college classes at the college, as well as college classes at school, at the high school. And we're hoping that she'll get accepted. Our nephew, he's been trying. He's applied 3 years in a row and been denied acceptance to the nursing school for 3 years. But he just didn't have the grades to do it. And we're hoping that she's going to be there first try. And in 2 years, she'll be a nurse. We're hoping.
I ain't letting her give me no needle.
I am. I promise you I am. After paying for doctors, I'd rather have my daughter do it than pay a doctor to do it at this point.
I don't trust girls with needles. Then they try to get the boys.
Yeah. No, she's gonna be good, man. She's gonna be real good. Real good.
It's really
Well,
cool.
Yeah. Yeah. So Nolan, I see your setup. You guys are on a laptop or on a PC?
Laptop.
I'm on a desktop, so
You're on desktop. So
Laptop.
I also build
I'm
computers.
on a laptop, but my
You're on a
camera's
laptop
my
too?
phone.
I build computers on the side. I do it for fun, and some of the rigs I built have been pretty awesome. I've told gaming rigs, so I always like seeing people using some cool computers. And I think Caleb, I sent your mama the link to buy that laptop that you got. That was a really good deal that she got with it.
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm. It's working good for you.
Yes, sir.
Good, awesome.
yeah, I basically live on the internet, so I
Yeah, we know.
know
You
some
stay up
videos.
till 3 a.m.
Same with me. I love gaming. Period. I've spent, I think, $300 to $500 on gaming stuff.
Oh
I'm
no,
not sure.
that's a lot of money.
So what got you into like building computers like that?
I had a bunch of old computers that I decided to open up and see how they worked. And after wrecking a bunch of them, I figured how to put some of them back together. And ever since then, it's been a love affair with hardware. I'm just an absolute nerd when it comes to the stuff inside the computer. I love it. I love fixing it. I love working on it. And I've torn up enough to think that I've made enough mistakes to pretty much cover everything that I can find. And it's just fun. I like fixing problems. So
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I would
And I
not
like- Sir,
I would not have expected that from the line of work that you do.
nobody expects it. I'm a Mexican landscaper who does computer work. It's definitely doesn't run together. I know that, but it's pretty fun.
It seems pretty fun.
Yeah, absolutely. If you guys need any computer help too, I'm always available. By the way,
All
I
right.
love most stuff I can fix remotely too, which is pretty awesome.
All right. I will definitely let you know if I ever have some computer problems. So, oh, awesome. Oh, there you go.
Oh, sorry.
I know how all this just got triggered off of one question that you're asking us. Do you have anything else?
Yeah. Do you have anything else?
Do I have anything? No, man. I'm glad to see you guys are doing this podcast. Have y'all had any kind of increase in viewers since COVID hit? There's a lot more people at the house.
We started this in COVID.
Okay.
So what we have is from COVID. So
Okay.
we've seen over time, we've grown.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Inch by inch.
Yeah.
That's awesome. That's
It's
how
really,
it started.
Yeah. It's really funny though. One of our biggest platforms it's Facebook, and we don't post any of our stuff on it. It's
Yeah.
just our fan page.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Well, I love that you guys are doing this. I love you guys that get together and share some of this information with friends and family, and some of this knowledge. What other kind of guests do you guys have on the show?
We have a ring of everyone. If we reach out to many people, it doesn't really matter what you do in a way. We think you're interesting, you're cool, and yeah.
That's awesome. Awesome.
We
Hey,
usually
I like your beard, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Yeah, we started this podcast to give people hope to if you're different, you can still make a difference.
Absolutely.
That's-
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's the main reason why we started this.
Good, man. I think I'm a little different from most of the folks you'll meet in the South. There's definitely not. So I'm not Mexican. I'm actually Cuban, but I don't think there's a lot of Cubans in the South. And I think that what I've found is if you're confident in what you're doing and what you're saying, most people will respect you and treat you well. I think kindness goes a long way. I think if you follow Jesus, I don't know if you're a Christian or not.
Oh, I am. Yeah.
Good. So I think if you follow Jesus and you try to get as much wisdom as you can from His Word, that the world kind of just opens up and hugs you and envelops you and takes care of you and helps you along. So different. We're all different, right? Everybody's different. Even if they're the same, they're different.
Yep.
So I think it's just about loving everybody around you, and every opportunity that you have, take it and enjoy the day that you've got.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Yeah. Awesome. Well, you guys got any questions? Any more questions for me?
All right. If you could go back in time with no consequences, also, we're bringing this back. If you can go back in time with no consequences, what would you do? And where would you go?
Man, what would I do and where would I go? Honestly, I can think of 1,000 things that I would do. Most of them are financial, but at the end of the day, I'd be scared to lose what I've got as far as my family, my friends, my church. I don't think I would do it.
You're the first person that said that.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've always
Yeah,
said
you
something
are.
weird, but you're the first person that said that.
I don't think I could risk it, man. Truthfully, I think most people will say a lot of things, but if you really think about everything you got around you, I wouldn't want to risk it. I love my family too much. Yeah.
I respect that.
Yeah, appreciate it.
That's deep.
Yeah. Well, I hope y'all feel the same way. Nothing. Hey, you're in the position you're at right now through God's blessings and His will, and to change it in any way, you'd be missing out on all the good that you had. So don't wish to change. Don't wish to change anything. Just love the position that you're in, love the spot that you're in, and try to gain the wisdom and the love and the knowledge that God has for you.
I love that. That's great.
Good. What about you? Would you change anything?
I don't
No,
know.
I wouldn't.
I don't know if I want to follow up with that.
I would probably change my pictures of school pictures.
That's it. I wouldn't. No way. I would not risk changing today over some pictures.
No,
Hey, no
I
way.
mean, because I don't want to be looking bad at them.
Caleb, oh man, that ain't nothing, brother. You're gonna get old one day. You're gonna realize them pictures are absolutely nothing.
Hello,
Absolutely
I have salad dressing in my hair.
nothing.
Well, maybe those pictures can be changed.
Yeah, that's all right. I'll give you that one, Caleb. That's awesome.
I would probably go back and tell my parents to invest in certain companies.
Yeah. Terrible.
Just saying, I'm on the stock market a lot, and I look at all these companies past. I'm like, I wasn't alive then, but my parents were.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. So yeah, absolutely, man. I think if you could go back in the past and just make one different financial decision, I probably would have put every dollar I had into Bitcoin. Every single dollar I had from the time I was probably 5 years old until now. But we don't get to make those. I don't think we don't get to make those choices after the fact. Looking back is too easy. But man, that would have been cool to see what kind of life we could live now.
Yeah. My actual answer, that was just a funny answer. My actual answer, I would probably just go back and watch.
Yeah.
I would just be in the background, just watch certain things.
Yeah.
So
see how people interact and do. Be kind of fun. Yeah. I don't know. It would be kind of nice to live in older times. I think I know I use technology a lot, and you can't be a computer nerd without computers.
That's true.
But I think that I really do wish that and I hate saying that even out loud, I really do wish I was born in a simpler time where we could just work and spend time with family and not have these devices take all our time up. The fact that we're connected is awesome, but it's also negative. We can't ever get away and separate yourself from the world, which gets kind of tiring after some years.
Yeah, I think a positive technology is kind of what we're doing right now.
Yeah,
Yep.
absolutely.
There's three people. There's 3 people right now. We're all different states.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's insane.
And it's instantaneous. I mean,
Yeah.
it's something. If you would have told somebody this was going to happen a few years ago, 15 years ago, they would have laughed at you and said, "No way." But here we are.
I was watching the show This Is Us. It's a great show. And if you watch it, if you keep up with it, you would have seen I think it was like 2 or 3 weeks ago, they actually put a spotlight on the guy that invented the code for what we're doing right now.
Really?
Yeah. It's a really good episode. If you go back like 2 or 3, it's there. And
Awesome.
yeah. I was like,
I haven't watched it since like the beginning of season 2.
oh, okay.
So I got to catch up on it. I know my wife really, really liked that show.
Miss Kim.
Yes, Miss Kim.
Yeah.
She sure did.
I won't say anything, but they put a spotlight on that guy. And I really liked how they did it. But you didn't know who he was for like the entire time.
Yes,
Because he wasn't connected to the main characters. But then you find out that he was the guy that invented not code, but format of what we do right now.
Yep.
So, and you saw what he sacrificed as well. So, but yeah. I honestly have nothing else to ask. So
Okay. Well, I'm getting ready to change the fuel filter in one of my trucks.
All right.
So y'all wish me luck.
I will.
Good luck. Thank you so much for coming on. And I'm sorry this it got the time and everything. So
Man, it's all right. So I appreciate you guys working with me.
Oh,
It's just tough. My clients, they never stop. And I probably drive, no joke, 60, 70,000 miles a year.
oh my.
Just going to visit people, and I got to wait for them to be ready. And then whenever they call, I got to be ready. So it's just tough to actually block out a piece of time. But I appreciate you guys working with me and letting me be on the show.
Yeah, no problem.
You're welcome.
You're welcome back anytime.
Yes.
All right. Appreciate it, guys.
Yep.
All right. Well, I'll see you guys. Be good.
Yep.